oh hey, look, another laptop GPU. Looks just like all the other ones. And yes, it does. This one's even less well made than the 3060 12 gig, but other than the graphene backplate, this card actually rocks. So I'm not sure. This was pretty expensive. For a Chinese GPU, I don't know if I can really say it's worth it. This was $272 delivered to me. And what it is, in effect, is a 3070 Ti or an RTX A4000 GPU core. So it's GA104, and it's the full fat. I mean, this isn't cut at all. It's not gimped. It's not soldered. It's not fused. It's the full core. So that means all the best GA104s go into these, and it shows for efficiency. The difference, though, between the A4000 and the 3070 Ti, start with the A4000. This has half the VRAM buffer. It's still GDDR6. It's still a good bin of GDDR6, but it's 8 gigs, not 16. And the difference between the 3070 Ti and this is the 3070 Ti uses GDDR6X. So that memory is a little more power hungry, but also does a little bit better on memory algorithms for overclocking. So this is a weird card, but you can kind of think of it, for processing, it's like an A4000. And for memory, it's kind of like a 3070. So anyway, moving right into it. Flux, really, 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 really good. So 0.633. That is up there with the best GPU I've ever tested on Flux for efficiency. And the hash rates are great too. I got it up. I mean, it was still doing 663 at 66 souls. So the more you push this card too, and that was a little bit of an odd behavior most of the time with these GPUs and most 30 series cards, as you come down from like 1500 to 1210 range, they get more efficient. Not always the case with this one. I did find a couple of instances where 1410 or 1500 was actually the most efficient for clocks, which is wild. This card can clock the memory down to 810 for core algorithms, which is great to see. However, it does not support 5000, so for the intermediate algorithms, you're still looking at 6000. Not entirely ideal, but that's not terrible. So Nexa, looks like we have 0.64 to 0.67. Is that good? I assume it is. Nexa. Oh my god, I can't read my own sheet. 0.55, yes, so that's really, really good at Nexa. KawPow, pretty good. At its maximum hash rate, it's not that great, but as you start pulling down the core, you see that this absolutely exhibits 3070 Ti behavior. Those cards, typically you can bring down, a good one will be pretty much full chooch down to like 900 or 950 megahertz, and a bad one will still kind of bottom out at like 1170. So my best results there were actually at 1210 for 30 mega hash. These are great KawPow cards. That was 125 watts, so impressive. Lithium, shit, what did I just do to my spreadsheet? All right, lithium. 17 is good efficiency. Yeah, it's reasonable, but not worth putting this card on a lithium. Same thing with Ironfish, because it's the same algo. Radiant, let's see here, 695, so that gives us an efficiency of 11. Yep, that's very, very good, Radiant. So I consider 10 to be good on hash per watt efficiency there. Caspa, again, irrelevant, but pretty damn good efficiency. Dynex, 0.48. So this is the best NVIDIA card I've tested for efficiency so far on Dynex, 3.382 kilohash. Still not impressive for hash rate, but efficiency very good because we're only pulling 70 watts at the PMD. Conflux, I think that's quite good. 0.4 efficiency is good. Yes, that is extremely good efficiency for Conflux at 0.484 hash per watt. Pigeon, again, I think that's pretty good as well. I put 0.25 down as good, but I think I need to revisit that. I think 0.22 is probably more reasonable. However, if we look at the P106, that's also above 0.2, I think. So this really isn't that impressive at Pigeon. And I ran Ethereum Classic. I don't really know why. I even forgot to run Ergo. But you can see that I actually had better results with memory offset, and the memory wasn't great. So these are not worth buying for ETC because you're going to get the same performance out of a 3070M 8 gig. So anyway, this is a really, really oddball card. I would say it definitely leans more on just having a really efficient and pretty beefy core, but sort of underwhelming memory subsystem. So yeah, there's the relatively expensive but still pretty impressive 3080M 8 gig. probably my favorite performer of the laptop GPUs, but I think the 3070M is the best kind of balance, although the 3060M 12 gig is right up there. Anyway, thanks for watching. Next time we'll cover the 3070M 8 gig.